Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Another week, another blessed opportunity. Count it all joy. We have the opportunities to go through trials and tribulations. We're not supposed to look down on ourselves or, think that it's not worth it. Like whatever we grow through. And so this week was no different, especially for me. I've obviously been talking about me turning 38 in August soon and trying to clean up my health, right? My mentally, mind, body, and spirit, uh, mentally, with the conversations I have, body wise, the eating habits, working out, and spiritually getting, drawing closer to God, going back into being in the church. And so those three things I've been working on since probably about a month now, June. I talked about it obviously in April, May, after how January, February, March, April kind of affected my life, especially in the beginning of this year, with losing my job, previous job, right? But God is blessed. And so every, week, I get on here and I talk about my life and how it affects me and how we all go through kind of the same thing. And so, like, I just want to, take the time to really dive into myself and see what I need to work on with me as we finish the remainder of this year. And so it's been pretty cool. Like I said, mind, body, and spirit wise, I just wanted to clean a lot of things up, like search deep within myself, um, especially with the way I eat. And every day is going to be a challenge. Every day is something new. It's the same as what you are. Obviously, this past week was another challenge, right? It had its trials and tribulations. It had its ups and downs. A lot of it is because of me. Like I said, I've been really trying to clean up my eating habits and working out every day. And yesterday, right, was another challenge that again I brought upon myself and talking about being committed, right, being invested. Two different things, two totally different things. And committed, right, like you want to do something, you're a part of it, right, but being invested in it, um, it becomes you. I'll give it to you this way. Our breakfast that we eat, normally we've, always eaten breakfast as long as, since I was a kid, right? Breakfast, the idea of it is the chicken is committed. The chicken gives eggs toward our breakfast, right? But the pig is invested because the pig gives its life. The bacon comes from the pig. The chicken doesn't die. The chicken is a part of our breakfast, right? The eggs were once a part of the chicken, right? The chicken gives something to the breakfast, right? But the pig gives everything, and that's the difference. I think you can understand a little better. That's how I learned the difference in being committed and invested. Both are part of whatever it is you're doing. Like in my life, in my health, right now, right? I want to be invested fully into my life, like being committed to it is not going to be enough. And so yesterday I had like a crossroads, right? I've been working the last 2 3 weeks, running, jogging, really every day, walking every day, going to yoga every day. And so yesterday I was like, I'm gonna have a cheat day, which it's so crazy because the day before I was on Instagram and I listening to Wiz Khalifa popped up on my timeline and he was talking about not having a cheat day. And it's like, if you're invested into something, there's no such thing as a cheat day because then it all it does is send you backwards. It makes you feel, and again, I didn't listen to that, right? I'm not paying attention to that. I do thank God sends messages through different avenues to reach you before things happen in your life. And so didn't listen to that, right? So yesterday, I decided I got up, I went to go fishing. And again, it's called, I always have to be reminded of this. It's called fishing, not catching. And so it's a process, right? I didn't catch anything yesterday, but it was a great soothing experience. And because I decided to go fishing, got up early in the morning, 4 in the morning, to drive to Covington to go fishing. I didn't take part in yoga, which I normally do on Saturday. Okay. And so then I get back. I didn't, the reward wasn't there to me. And so I get back to the house and I'm, watching TV, and I was like, look, I've been doing this. I've been doing this. My weight is around where I want it to be. And so I ordered Popeyes. Yeah, I shouldn't have did that, right? Because that shows a lack of investment. Like, once I ate it, I immediately realized I shouldn't have did that. Like, that goes against what my goals are. That goes against what I've done the last few weeks. And it's not that I throw all that away, right? Like, but it reminded me that it's not a part of what I want to do. It's not leading me in the direction that I want to go. Even in that moment, right? It made me feel bad. I was convicted in what I was doing. The same thing in my spiritual journey, right? Like, we all sin. None of us are perfect, but you still want that conviction. Like, when you do it, like how you feel about it, right? When you get to the point where you don't feel anything, when you do something that you think is wrong, that's a problem. And so that made me get up, right, and go on a walk. So I went on an hour walk, which it doesn't negate the bad food, right? But it at least bothered me enough that I felt like I needed to do more. And so again, like, that's last week's challenge. That's last week's turmoil. But again, I brought that upon myself, my decision. Like, it's nothing to do with the world. It's nothing to do with the devil. It's nothing to do with the enemy. It's nothing to do with anything outside of me. Like, everything that happens to me is because of my decisions, because of within. Like, the enemy does not have control over me. He can whisper whatever in my ear. He can say whatever. Other people can say whatever. My response is what gets me in trouble, or what can protect me. How I respond. I chose to eat Popeyes. I shouldn't have. Because I know that it's not leading the goal that I want. On August 7th, I want to be a certain weight. That weight doesn't mean I'm going to be in perfect health, right? But that's the goal I have. Anything outside of that, if I don't reach that goal on August 7th, I can go back and reference the fact that I ate Popeyes, or I ate this, or when I went to the movies, I had nachos or something, right? As long as I stick to the plan, as long as I stick to my goal, I can reach it. It's along the line, right, in our life, through our journey, how the enemy distracts us, and if it catches our attention enough to slow us down. Like, that's all it did. Like, no matter what, August 7th is coming. There's nothing I can do about August 7th. It's going to be here. Will I meet my goal by that time? The only way I don't, if I'm not invested. The difference in being committed and invested, they both work toward a goal, right? When you're committed, you do certain things. When you're invested, you do everything. The only thing that's important is the goal. When you're committed, some things are not as important. Like, I can go to a party, I can go hang with my friends, I can do this, I can do that, right? When you're invested, like, the only thing that's important is the goal. There is, no matter if I get up, right, I'm going to keep climbing. Like, when you're invested. When you're invested, everything matters. Commitment and investment is the difference between good and great. Like, make no mistake about it. Listen, there are people in a profession, especially in sports, right, that are good, that makes a lot of money, right? But there's a different level for greatness. Like, there's the conversations, and people can argue whatever they want to argue about the Michael Jordans and the LeBron Jameses. No matter what, they're both in a great category, right? Then there's other athletes that are good, right? But you don't put them in the same kind. Like, I for one, love Damian Lillard. I think he's a really good player, right? He's not LeBron James. He's not in that category. Do I think he's a really, really good shooter? Yes. He's not in that category from a production, right? From an accolade standpoint of a Steph Curry, of a LeBron James, of a Kobe Bryant. That's just the difference, right? And I just say that name. There's no knock on Dame at all. But I just want to illustrate the difference between good and great. Like Dame has made a lot of money. Dame is probably borderline Hall of Famer. There is no borderline for LeBron James and Steph Curry. When they retire, they're going to the first ballot Hall of Fame. They're great. And it's based on the habits. It's based on doing the right things that lead to achieving my goals all the time. And you can cheat, like Wiz Khalifa said it. It convicted me when Wiz Khalifa said it, to the fact that I just scrolled past it. And I think I liked it, but I didn't repost it, and I just scrolled past it because I already had in my mind, right, that I was going to do something that I didn't need to do. It's not that it was a bad thing that I decided to do. It just went against my goals. And in that moment, I wasn't invested. Now, once I felt some type of way about what I did, once I was convicted, once I was in my mind, like, listen, this can affect the direction I'm trying to go in, right? The plan, the purpose, the contract, like Kobe Bryant said, I write with myself that I want to achieve this goal. This is not helping me. This doesn't push me in that direction. I can't come back on August 7th and be like, man, I just didn't make it. I worked as hard as I could. I didn't. That's the truth. That's me being honest with myself. Today, July 26th, like, that's going to affect my August 7th. My decision on July 25th yesterday is going to affect my August 7th. Unless I double up, unless I triple up. Now I can go into overdrive, right? But still, I could have avoided that. Now I have to work harder to achieve my goal because of my decision. And that's like, are you committed? And it's the truth. You looking in the mirror and you talking to yourself and you asking yourself and then answering the question correctly. Are you committed or are you invested? Everybody says they have these goals. We all do. We all say we have these goals. We have these aspirations. We have these dreams of doing certain things, right? And then we get into this crossroad where I can go work out or I can go hang with my friends. I can wake up in the morning early or I can hit the snooze button, because what's 5 minutes? 5 minutes is the difference of someone else, my competition, the person that I'm challenging, right? They might have gotten up. So I just lost 5 minutes to them. That could be the difference in a win or a loss. That could be the difference between first and second place. But we don't look at it that way, right? Because we want to make excuses. I can make an excuse and say, hey, look, I don't make my weight on August 7th. It's because, I was tired, or, I really came a long way, right? Like, I can do that. I can pat myself on the back, or I can say it was my fault. I didn't do enough. I should have did more. I could have did more. I could have not eaten this, right? I could have went to bed at this time, right? I chose not to. And so the results are just that of the work that I completed. That's it. Like that, whatever happens on August 7th will be a culmination of the work either I did or I didn't do. It has nothing to do with anyone else. I ate the Popeyes. Nobody made me eat the Popeyes. And I've cleaned up a lot of things, right? I'm only drinking water. I'm going to bed a little early. I'm waking up a little earlier. I'm taking naps during the day, right? I signed this contract with myself in June that as I go into year 38 on this earth, right, I wanted to be healthier. And again, mind, body, and spirit. Like, it's not just I want to be healthier eating wise, right? So I cut down on what I eat, how much I eat. I work out more, right? I read scripture more. I'm in the Bible more for my spirituality, right? I'm going to church. It's things that I'm doing, right, that's leading up to the date so I can complete this task. And then along the way, I have stumbling blocks. I have challenges. I have obstacles that I have to navigate. And the only thing in my head has to be my goal. Nothing else matters. Yes, I can eat some gummy bears. Like, that's minute, right? In the moment, right? I don't think it would affect me to that level, right? But it will, because I'll be breaking a contract with myself, because that goal is still reachable. Now I'm again, yesterday, because Saturday is a recovery day, Sunday is a replenish day for me, right? I went walked yesterday, and kind of to catch up, to make up for it. But I mean, you can't really make up for it mentally. Like, so whatever goal we have, whatever goal you have, whatever aspiration you have, it's up to you. You can be committed and then be good, right? Or you can be invested and be great at what you do. It's all up to you. It's all up to us. It's all up to me. Like, I can still meet this goal that I have for August 7th. I still won't feel, it'll feel good, right? It'll probably feel great, but I know I could have done better. I could have improved more if I didn't make some pit stops, if I didn't cut some corners, if I didn't eat these certain things, if I didn't go to sleep a little later these days, right? Like, because it's going to affect my next day. Like, if I go to bed tonight at 12 a.m. and I got to get up for 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning, I'm not going to be as well rested. So that means that's going to affect my day. That's going to affect my energy. And so then I'm going to have to get an energy drink, right? And that's not something I want to drink for that day. That goes against, and so all of it is a slippery slope. All of it is going to run downhill. And so how do I fix it? I commit to the contract. I'm going to be in bed at 10 o'clock. I'm going to wake up at 4:30 a.m. I'm going to complete yoga. I'm going to eat the right foods. I'm going to drink water, right? I'm going to exercise. I'm going to watch the right things. I'm going to read certain things. I'm going to challenge myself to just turn away from certain things that aren't a part of my goal, that don't lead me in the right direction, because I'm invested. I'm invested in myself. I'm invested not just in this goal, because after August 7th, I could just keep going because it becomes second nature now. It's so easy for me now to just drink water. And so even when I go to restaurants, right, I still get like a strawberry lemonade, and I'm trying to curtail that also. It's hard to go cold turkey, but that's the challenge to ourselves. Like, how bad do you really want this? Like, no coach, no professor, no leader, no boss, no supervisor controls you. You do. Like, they're going to have their days, and we have to understand that they have their days because there's something going on in their house, something going on in their body, something going on in their mind. So I can't charge that to them. I count it all joy. Like, they're having a bad day, that's not going to affect my day, because I don't know what they're going through. So give them grace, right? Because God gives us grace. He doesn't kill us and destroy us in our sins. But you have to, it's at like that crossroad. And I had mine yesterday, and I'm going to have more. I'm going to have the enemy, right? Life, right, is going to put different things in my path along this journey, right, to my goal. And I have to make the proper decision in the moment. And then there's going to be more. Like, it's obstacles. It's a part of life. Nothing's ever perfect, but nothing happens just to happen. Everything has a purpose to it. We just got to stay focused. Like, we have to stay determined. The biggest way, I believe, the biggest difference in being good and great is discipline. That's the bridge between good and great. How do you get to become great from good? Discipline. If I was disciplined yesterday, I'd have said no to the Popeyes. I'd have said no. Once I came back from fishing, I'd have went to a yoga class, right? The discipline in me, right? The response in me got me to go do an hour walk, a 3-mile walk yesterday, because I felt bad. That was, that's regret, right? That's not really repentance. That's regret. I learned that today in church, in a church service with Pastor Paul at Fellowship in Zachary. And so that's big. Like, that, the regret of my decision made me get up to go and work a little more. But I got to be in front of that. I shouldn't even be in regret, because I shouldn't do it. My discipline in me should force me to go to sleep. My discipline in me should tell me not to drink soda, right? Because I have a goal. I have a purpose. I have a lifestyle to live. And that's what it's all about. And I'm encouraged by it, right? Because like it's a new day. It's a new week. We get another opportunity at this. I'm probably about, I think, 10 days away from my goal. So I still have time. I'm probably about 7 or 8 pounds away from my goal. I still have a chance. But now it's getting closer and closer and closer. That means that the margin of error is very slim now. And if I don't reach it, I know why. It's not because of something anyone else did. And that's how we got to look at it, right? Are you invested or are you committed? Is it that important to you? If it's important to you, you will figure out a way to get it done. If it's not, you'll make excuses. It's up to you. It's up to all of us. I wish y'all the best. Like, we are getting closer and closer to our dreams, our goals, getting closer to the start of football season, getting closer to the start of basketball season, getting closer to all our achievements, right? Like as I'm going into year 38, I'm blessed. I count it all joy. They're all obstacles. They all come to strengthen me for the journey ahead. And it's the same for you all. We made it through another week, and that's a blessing in itself. And we're going to make it through this week. We're going to triumph throughout everything that we go through. We are growing through it. I love y'all. Keep going, keep climbing. Reach as you climb. Don't forget about the people around you that need your help, and like, grant them grace. Give them grace. Give them grace. No matter what, like, people are going through things that we have no idea they're going through. And just like we are, right? And so just give them grace, just like God gives us grace. I love y'all. Y'all be blessed.